Hello, hello, hello. We are on day 13 of the 14-day The Art of Manifesting Your Business Goals, your career goals, slowing the heck down, rewiring your mind, and receiving soul divine guidance. So today's theme is about creating the architecture that brings you the support. So you're creating the architecture. You are the architecture. You're doing whatever it takes to get in and to bring in soul guidance for you. It doesn't just pop in and arrive willy-nilly. It's normally because you've asked a question. It's normally because you are matching some sort of frequency, some sort of energy that you start to receive soul guidance. My role is that you know that you're getting soul guidance and that you trust your soul guidance and that you can recognize your soul guidance. Now, one of the things I want to talk about today is when you fall out of love with your business, when you fall out of love with your career. So, what's going on there? So, some of the things that can happen is that um, you might feel that your goal is too big, or things are not working out very well for you, or you notice that you are somehow resistant, and it feels inside your body is like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. Um, So you feel so far away from your big goal, your big mission, but there's something on the inside that's kind of going, that's not it. That's not where we're going. So your soul already knows. And what happens is the messages come through your body. This is your architecture. This is how you can create your new reality by listening to your body, but you can also realize maybe I've outgrown that. Maybe there's something else that I could do. Maybe there's something bigger and more exciting. Go back to your values. Think about what your values are. Is it freedom? Is it serenity? Or is it for like me? Is it an adventure? Where have I not been living adventure in my life? So somehow you can feel really uncomfortable in your body. And when you put yourself out there, you're making your offer, you're going for an interview, you're putting yourself forward, you're doing what you're doing the doing. You're doing what you think you need to do to run your business. So you're thinking it, you're acting on that. Sometimes there's a message in all of that, and this is what you really need to understand. So you notice that sometimes you just like you finish something and you just, oh, I just want to run away. You you go to the fridge, or you go for a drive in the car, or you go for a walk, or you pooter around the house, you do different things, but you are procrastinating, you're putting off, and you think, oh, I'm so lazy, I should just get on with that. But in there, there is a message. There is a reason why you are doing that. So some of the things that have come up for myself and some of the things that come up for my clients is, and I can feel it in my stomach, I can feel it just getting all knotted. And so maybe it's because you don't want to be that busy. A lot of coaches that I've dealt with, they actually like working at home, they like doing certain things, but they haven't necessarily understood that they are resisting something. So they are standing in their own way. So what we're doing here is we're understanding, yes, I can feel something in my body. That doesn't feel good to me. It feels uncomfortable. So you start asking questions, and you can use your yes and no, which was one of the weeks we did. One of the calls we did was about understanding your yes and your no. This is the very basic getting into your soul language. And if you want to work more with your soul language, I've created a monthly movement, your soul assistant. So you are bringing her on board. You are onboarding her into your life. So maybe sometimes people are thinking, I just don't want to be that busy. And it's not that they don't want to be busy, they don't want their money, but it's like, oh, I want more playtime. I want more in my life. There's more to my life than just working. So that can come up. And sometimes receiving money can actually feel really uncomfortable, can feel really icky. So that's something that you would need to understand as well. Sometimes you can feel into like, okay, am I okay to earn 2 grand a month? Am I okay to earn 5 grand a month? And your body will show you. This is your soul communicating with you. But until you find out what it is, you won't necessarily find out what's blocking you, what's standing in your way. So those questions are really valuable. And when I'm working with someone, this is exactly what we need to do. Also, you'll be able to feel it inside your body, like, well, where does it land? When I say that, where does it land in my body? So ask, is it XYZ? And use your yes and your no to start understanding how that works for you. So this is everything that we work on in the soul assisted movement, because we need to be able to, every single thing that happens to us, do I invest my money there? Do I go out with this guy? Do I buy this house? Do I move to this country? Do I do this course right now, or do I create the cards now, or do I write my book now? All of this, your soul already knows. So that's what we need to be able to get you to do. So the task today is that you feel safe to receive and anchor that in, that you feel safe. Um, you feel safe to move forward. But until you feel that you know exactly what's stopping you, so we're not here to actually sort of put a plaster over everything. We're not here to also sort of dive in and notice that you're broken. And, most of us kind of go, oh God, I need to work on that. I need to clear that out of the way. What we're doing here is we're manifesting. So we're coming at things from a different angle. We're not necessarily looking at where you're broken, what you're doing wrong, beating yourself up. It's like, right, okay. We're looking at this very practically so that you can move forward with your quest, move forward with your goal, so that you can feel happy in your life. And it might be that you've just outgrown that form of business for a moment. It might be that you need to do retreats rather than courses, or you need to write your book rather than that. We always bring it up. So there's always source at the top. Think of a triangle. There's always source at the top. And it comes down to 2 points. And then you've got the bit in between. So the idea comes from source because you've been asking. The idea for your business comes from source. It comes from the top triangle. Then it comes down to, right, okay, I know what that is. I know how to work it. And then you start running the business. Then you start running the courses. And then you start running the programs. And then you start doing your lives. And then you start doing your contact. But in some point, it's like, this is not really revving me up anymore. Sometimes we've outgrown it. We've outgrown that. So what we always need to do is take it back up to the top and start asking source. Now, one of the cards that I pulled out for today was absolutely priceless. So these are my dragon cards. These are my guides. And this one came up. It is sovereign, meaning your connection with your soul. Perfect, eh? So she's saying, are you feeling disconnected? You've had the idea, you've done the work, and then you start, this is my book, this is my work, this is what I do, this is what I do, this is all I concentrate on. But she's saying, are you feeling disconnected, or have you not asked your soul's opinion? Have you not taken it back up to source? Have you not asked your soul's opinion? And maybe she's going to say, well, there's another way to do this. Can't draw a diamond when I'm looking at myself. Can't draw a triangle. So maybe there's another way to do this. So like you ask, you always take it back to source. So your architecture is to feel safe to receive. And we were doing the questions yesterday. So I want you to really, the task today is really to create the architecture, anchor that in, feel really, really safe that you can ask your soul, start to ask for guidance and know that you are getting evidence that guidance is coming through. So the evidence, you don't need any more than that. This is the glue. You're feeling icky about something in your business. Something's not working. That is guidance. That is your message. If things are not working out, if money's not coming in, if jobs not showing up, that's your message. What now needs to be unraveled from there? This is exactly what we do in the soul assisted movement. We're always looking at the messages, we're always diving deeper, and we're always just, instead of looking at things as broken, we're like, okay, that's what it is. Well, we'll clear that then. We'll do the exorcism, we'll do the exercise on there to clear that from your beliefs. Sometimes you have so many beliefs going on, limited beliefs, things you've grown up with, things that you've experienced in the past, fears about the future, anxiety about the future, anxiety about earning too much money, like, oh, someone's, I'm just, people are just going to want me for my money and not for my love. There's so much going on there. So we always need to be clearing, doing a spring clean, doing the exorcism, which is what my guides call it, because we just exercise that out of the body. We're always having to be able to do that, clear things through. And I've been doing this now for years. And I speak to one of my friends. We met in Thailand years and years and years ago. Her name is Zoe. And we do this every single week. And every single week, we have more than 2 or 3 things that we just go, well, there's a belief. Let's just clear that. Oh, there's a belief. Let's just clear that. And that's why I created this soul assisted movement, this school where you can actually sit down and kind of go, do you know what? I need to get rid of that. I need to ask my soul. So, if you're feeling disconnected, or have you just not asked your soul's opinion? So that is your task today, to anchor that in. This is the architecture of what brings you the support, and your support is your soul. So we need to bring her in, onboard her into your life. Because when something happens, when the shit hits the fan, this is an opportunity for growth, and we need to be okay to look at it. So we're looking at the discomfort. So today the task isn't so nice. It's like, where's the discomfort? So if you're looking at your business, like, are you feeling totally okay, or is there discomfort there? Are you slightly disconnected, and are you actually receiving a message? So that was today's day 13, create the architecture for your soul.